They got me, guys. They got me. Those pesky millennial articles, they got me. That's the word, that's the catch, that's the hook, line, and sinker. This is the one that got me. This one right here. I'm not a financial guru or anything like that. I just think that some of these small things could really, help out your pockets. I'm gonna tell you guys that I've definitely incorporated some of the things that I'm gonna share with you guys today, and it's definitely saved me, if not hundreds, then definitely a couple $1,000s. And let me lower this just a little teensy bit. So this video is gonna be about how to make smart financial decisions now and definitely in 2021. Hey guys, welcome to our channel. My name is KWAMAE. This is the Manifest Digest. If you're new here, on this channel we help inspire, motivate, and teach you to manifest your best life. And if you're returning and you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know exactly when our new videos pop up. A lot of folks claim they want to be rich or wealthy, but they aren't taking necessary steps to learn more about money or taking their own financial situation more seriously. So I applaud you for taking the step to be more informed and possibly use this information to do something about your own financial situation. The things I'm gonna share in this video is pretty much things that the average person can do, but if you can't, then don't take any offense to that. Don't feel like these are things that are completely out of your reach. It only takes a few steps in that direction to get you to where you need to be. So do your own research. I'll provide all the links to the things I'm talking about below. This will really benefit you in the long run, even if you're not able to do some of the things that I'm explaining today. Maybe you'll be able to do it later on, and it can benefit you then. So I'm almost 30. I'm a 90s baby. I have long-term financial responsibilities now that I have to take seriously. A lot of people my age have mortgages, children, and they have to start thinking how they're gonna pay for these things long-term. I'm at an age where people are starting to confront the consequences of big financial decisions they made earlier on in their life. This is gonna be a lot of great information that I'm gonna share with you guys today. I will put the links down in the description of everything that I'm gonna go over. Feel free to use the timestamps that I'm gonna put down in the description as well to go directly to the part of the video that interests you the most, or you can just stick around and follow me through this whole thing. All right, let's get into it. All right, so the big ting number one. So the first thing that I see a lot of people do not do is negotiate. You can negotiate pretty much everything, and I mean everything. Negotiation is lost amongst a lot of Americans. It seems like in America, if you negotiate, it's kind of seen as rude, but overseas it's almost expected. I think a lot of people aren't utilizing it like they should here, because there's actually a lot of different things that you can negotiate on. Let's say that you open up your bill and you see some kind of weird fee on your electric bill, on your phone bill, anything like that. You can actually call the company to get those bills either lowered or removed entirely. During this time, a lot of people are having to go to hospitals right now, and they're dealing with a lot of medical bills. Seeking medical attention can be super expensive. Last year, or actually, was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. Last year, I tore my ACL and I had surgery a couple months after. Even though insurance covered majority of it, I didn't want to have to shell out, a couple $100s a month just to do the copay. So I called my medical professional and I simply asked them to lower the fee, and they were super nice with me, super cordial. They said no problem, and they ended up lowering it to a number that is almost negligible now. So if you're feeling the financial burden of paying medical bills or anything like that, always feel free to call the hospital, call their financial department, and see if you can work something out with them. They'll most likely work with you. So a lot of people aren't using credit cards that can be earning them cash back. I know this is an interesting topic to talk about because a lot of people swear off of credit cards. They believe that they're no good, they should not be used, they only put you in absurd amounts of debt. But if used correctly, credit cards can actually save you money and make you money. When you see someone with a ton of credit cards, and you might think, oh man, this person's irresponsible, they're just going into a ton of debt. That person could actually be doing something called credit card churning. And churning is when you get a credit card, you use it for the points, and you use it for a certain amount of time, and then you get another one for the points. Because a lot of these credit cards have sign-up bonuses that if you meet them, they'll either give you, like 60,000 points, which is that can equate to, you know, a couple $100s that you could use towards, you know, travel, hotel, anything like that, really. Some of them, they're just straight up cash back that you can use. The last few times that I've traveled, I've only had to pay maybe 50 bucks because a lot of the points came from using my card, and I was able to subsidize the cost of my tickets by using my points and whatnot. The main thing that I'll tell you is that if you're gonna do that, make sure that you pay it off every month. That's how you get your credit up, that's how you get the points. Do all of that. If you're gonna have a credit card, make sure that you know how much you're spending on it. Make sure you don't go into a ton of debt. You shouldn't be going into debt at all, really. I like NerdWallet. They have a really good review on what credit cards you can use, what they're for. I'll leave that description down below. Now, this is a very common one. I know you guys heard it before. My voice is getting a little hoarse. Too much beatboxing. I know you guys have heard this before, but I'm gonna say it again because it's super important. Having that emergency fund. A lot of people do not have an emergency fund saved up. I can think back to when I didn't have one, and I think the thing keeping me from it was because I felt kind of intimidated by it. I felt that I needed to have that emergency fund faster than I was able to produce the funds to fund it. You never know what's gonna happen. So your emergency could be 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year or two from now. And so if something happens, then you will have extra money that you wouldn't have had otherwise. In my case, I have been an active person almost my whole life, and I've never broken anything, tore anything like that. And then having the ACL tear last year was completely, I had no idea anything like that could happen to me so easily. When that happened and I had to go in for my first x-ray, that was money out of my pocket because, you know, when you have health insurance, you have to have a deductible first and you have to meet that deductible. That money didn't have to come out of my checking account, you know, it came out of my emergency fund. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I am a very frugal guy. Dominique has mentioned it in her decluttering video. I am somewhat of a minimalist. You'll see in most of my videos I'm wearing just, you know, plain t-shirts most of the time. When I do go shopping, I do not overpay. Don't overpay for anything. There are a lot of discounts out there that you can search for. There's seasonal shopping. Make sure, you know, like when you buy your winter clothes in the summer and your summer clothes in the winter, look out, just do things like that. That can save you a ton of money. I bought a nice Ralph Lauren jacket for, oh my, like 60% off market price because I waited until the summer to buy it. And it's my favorite jacket. I'm gonna show you guys, hopefully I get a clip of this jacket because I freaking love this jacket. It's a down jacket, all nice, whatever. Anyway, that's beyond the point. Or it's kind of with the point. What I'm saying is, wait until you can actually find deals before you get something. Never pay full price for anything, really, unless it's, you know, some things make sense. Some things make sense. But if it's possible, get a discount on it. That's why I use things like Honey. If you've never heard of Honey, that is a built-in Chrome extension that when you actually go to buy something, you'll see that Honey will pop up and say, hey, this is actually discounted somewhere else, or we have coupon codes that we can automatically apply to it and that might give you a discount. So I've used Honey plenty of times. It really has saved me a ton of money at this point because I've been using it for a couple of years now. So another thing that a lot of people are neglecting is getting insured. Getting insured is not only a way to keep money in your pocket, but it also gives you a sense of relief. Like I said before, I had an ACL tear and I had to get surgery. And if I didn't have insurance, I would have paid like $40,000 to get my knee fixed. $40,000 could be used for so many things that I'd prefer to use it on. You know, that's not my knee, even though my knee is, you know, I need my knee. And at the time they were telling me that, okay, I had two options. I could either get surgery or I cannot get surgery and, you know, go about my life not being able to do any sports ever again. Given something like that, I'm like, yo, I'm a young guy. I love to run. I love to exercise. I love to do all these things. I need to get my knee fixed. And then I'm imagining, you know, when I have kids, I want to be able to pick them up, you know, bend down, pick them up, do things with them, you know, have fun, run around with them. And I can't do that if my knee is slipping every time I go to do something like that. So that was a big yes, I will get surgery. Now this is my favorite topic. I wish more people got into it. I wish it was taught more. A lot of people just do not have the means to the financial education that they should be getting when they're younger. I think it's very important to invest. That's something that I see a lot of people do not do, and it's not because they don't want to, it's because they're not educated enough to do it. And I can tell you that I wasn't sure about it as well when I first even considered investing into the stock market, because I didn't have that education. I didn't have anybody telling me, hey, do this is how you read a chart, this is how you do your research, do all these things. A lot of people think that the stock market is like gambling, and in a sense it is. You're putting money in and you want to see it go. There are companies that aren't risky, that they're going to be making money. In that time, you could be making money on top of your money. It's passive income. That's the term that a lot of people throw around. I completely just let it pass me for majority of my 20s. Being late is fine. You can always join. There's no cutoff time or anything like that. What I'm saying is that just goes to show that if you have, go ahead. Like I said, there's no cutoff time, anything like that. You can get into it at any time. It's never a wrong time to invest. You get an app like Robinhood or TD Ameritrade, anything like that, any of those stock brokerage apps. Like I said, do your own research. I can make a video on it. I kind of try to stay away from giving financial advice because I don't want anybody losing money on my account. It's not a good feeling. I don't want y'all being mad at me. So I think investing is super important. Everybody should do it. It doesn't take much to do it. You can literally invest with like $5. It's not that hard, but you gotta do a little reading, and that's all it is. Just do a little reading, do a little investment in your time. I'd also like to say that if you are investing, don't feel that you just need to throw in, I don't know, if I'm just gonna throw a number out, 500 bucks. If you have 500 bucks, don't think you're just gonna throw in 500 bucks and be good and just watch it. You can do that, but the benefits of the stock market is being able to constantly put your money in, because the more money that you have invested, the more your returns are gonna be. So that's why I say to constantly continue to invest. Have an investment strategy. Say, hey, I'm gonna invest, 2 times a month. I'm gonna invest every week, whatever that is. Just make sure you're constantly doing it, so you're constantly getting there. And then, when you get into retirement age, you can pull your money out and you'll have way more money, hopefully, depending on when you started, than when you put in. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure you hit that like button. Definitely check our other videos out. If you have any questions about any of the things I talked about today, please leave them down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think, all that good stuff. I love the feedback. And let us know maybe what you want to see in the future as well, because 2021 is coming up, trying to get that content lined up for you guys, so we're just pushing them out. So if you enjoyed any of our past videos, if you enjoyed this video, you want to see more, please let us know. Thank you so much. My name is KWAMAE. This is the Manifest Digest, and you guys have a good one.